All right, you know what? It's always something every single week or every single day on Twitter where folk just lose their mind and get all upset. Over the weekend, it was Ayesha Curry's time. She's the wife of NBA champ Steph Curry, also the MVP. So just check this out, y'all. She tweeted this. She said 2 tweets that sent folks crazy. She said, "Everyone's into barely wearing clothes these days, huh? Not my style. I like to keep the good stuff covered up for the one who matters." Okay? Now, this is the next tweet. "Just looking at the latest fashion trends, I'll take classy over trendy any day of the night, any day of the week. Hashtag Saturday Night Insight." Man, the haters went crazy. Okay, this woman tweeted, "Who's everyone? What's wrong with not being covered up? Are you saying you're better than women who show off their figures?" Also, some woman named Anna. "Oh, here's another smug, married, and kept woman with no life experience that we know of imparting her opinions on other women." Now, folks, folks came after her. They called it Curry Gate and all kind of stuff. Others came to her defense saying, "I totally agree with Ayesha Curry. Women should always respect their body by covering themselves." I'm going to go to my panel right now, folks. Here's what I don't understand this whole deal. Here's a woman who, since I thought was a basic, ain't that big of a deal tweet, and it's like folks lost their mind. Is it like throw rock, hit dog, will holler?
I think some of it has to do with a generational issue. Her tweet sounds more in line with what my mother would say or what my grandmother would say. She's bucking the generational trend.
This ain't no 40, 50-year-old woman.
No. I understand. What I'm saying is, with her being the age that she is, she's bucking the trend of her generation, and she's also, in my opinion, very subtly commenting on the trash that we're being subjected to with ridiculous programs like the Housewives of Atlanta and all of this other crap.
That's good TV, though. That's good TV.
Well, all this other crap that we're being subjected to, where it's drama for the sake of drama, and all they want to do is show as much as they can show and still stay on television.
Lauren?
I think this is a sensitive topic with a lot of women, and that's why she got this reaction, because frankly, in the black community, women outnumber men. Available women outnumber men to some extent. It's very difficult, I think, if you're a black female, to get a guy. And so it's sort of interesting when you see somebody who's got a husband tweeting something about this. She's basically making a commentary on what it takes to get a guy's attention when you get right down to it.
Well,
that's part of it. That's part of it. And I think so that's part of the reaction she got.
But here's the deal, though. This to me is an example of folk, and look, I know what it's like when people read into something and know what the hell you were talking about. Right. She started out by saying, "I was looking through some fashion magazines." Right?
Yeah.
And she commented on what I saw.
On the current fashion trends, but the point that she was really making was that I keep it for my husband. She was saying that as a married woman,
right?
As a married woman, this
right.
is the context.
Right.
I choose to dress a little bit more classy
right.
for my husband.
Right.
And the term classy was also an issue.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah.
okay.
Well, because
so
you
get
boobs out
get
is not
mad because
necessarily-
she said. But you know what's interesting? Yolanda Adams has. I remember she went to the American Music Awards, and she had made the same. She had made a similar reference. And I think actually from the when she won, I think she made a comment saying,
right.
You can still be a lady, and you can still show your figure without showing all of your stuff.
Right.
And it's like she makes a basic comment, but this is an example to me of some folks who are looking to attack somebody, looking to drag somebody, as opposed to say, okay, that's her view.
Yeah,
Next.
I think you're right about that. But there is a part of me reading this that's like, why did I need your opinion on this? It's like, why did I need you to give other people direction on something that's really none of your business?
It was a self-reflective tweet about
I'm not saying I disagree
It ain't no
with her,
different. It ain't no different than when somebody say, "Man, I hate this restaurant's hamburger."
Yeah, but it's kind of like
Or I
it's
don't
one
like
of these
alligator
things.
shoes.
It's one of these things though that is sort of a reach in terms of who asked you your opinion on
It's
this.
Twitter.
I mean, I agree with her, but it's kind of like, why does she need to be
Especially on-
directing other people
But
on
Lauren,
this topic?
that could be asked of every tweet of every person
Sure,
who
but-
ever sends something out.
But this is not
Why
every
did I
tweet. This is not every tweet of every person. This is a millionaire wife of a basketball player, right? That she is not. She is in some rarefied. She's in some rarefied air. Okay?
This is
So
new.
I'm
This
just
is
saying,
this is
I'm
what we
just
need to
saying-
hear, though. This is the
I'm
problem.
not saying. I'm not saying it's wrong.
Actually,
but-
he is grossly underpaid. If you
well,
look at the
but he-
contract,
but
go right ahead.
But still,
No,
he's a millionaire.
This
He's a
always
millionaire.
happens. This always happens when somebody who's a millionaire says something that is critique to the black community. We get all upset. Bill Cosby did it. Oh, how you can't say?
Hold on, no. She didn't mention black.
Well, it's just because she is black.
No, but my point is, she ain't mentioned black. She ain't mentioned white.
Right.
She just made a statement.
Right.
And I'm not saying
It's an
I
action-
disagree
it's a
with it,
factual
but at the
statement.
same time, it's kind of like, to me, it's sort of like a little bit of a poke at people that is sort of unnecessary.
It's a necessary poke if you want to talk about married women and
what
being
is-
classy.
What people wear is their business.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
I'm just saying.
So I'm reading a magazine, and I'm like, I want to say something about this. Boom. Okay.
And it was a knock to it was a plus to traditional values of a woman who's
Which I
married
think
who
is
says,
fine.
I want to have this preserved for my husband.
I
This
think
is
it's
for
fine,
him.
but I
When you
think the
go out,
reaction is connected to the fact that it's kind of like,
they're too sensitive.
No,
I'm not. I actually agree with what you're saying. I agree with
I think the reaction
But-
is what happens when people read something into something.
Read it between the tweets.
And lose their mind, and you go, I wasn't even talking to you.
Right.
I wasn't even talking about you. She did not say, y'all trashy, you're no good,
can't
you're
get a
hussies.
husband, you won't
Didn't use any. Didn't use
She
it.
didn't have to when she used the word classy.
But here's it. Hold up.
She didn't have to go.
but-
She didn't have to go.
Now, if using the word classy is now bad, oh my God.
I'm not. No. That's not what I'm
Right.
saying. What I'm saying is, a lot of what language that you used didn't have to be used when she used the word classy.
So what she should have said instead of classy?
No, she should have said exactly what she said. I think what she said was spot on. And I think the attack on her is utterly ridiculous.
But if you choose to share these things, which I think is fine, you choose to get into the kitchen
Right.
and you can't stand the heat, then don't get in the kitchen. So Twitter to me, if you want to share your thoughts and put it out there, that's great. But if you get criticized, that's on you.
No, but also I
Okay.
think it's right to also criticize folk who stuck on stupid, who somehow need to learn how not to read into something when all a woman is saying is, I was looking at the fashion magazines, I made an observation. Then it's, she's attacking black women. She's saying we should be wearing, and it's like, she ain't say none of that.
Right.
None of it. So Ayesha Curry, handle your business. All y'all haters, shut up. My goodness. Coming up, the inside. All y'all people talk about Ayesha Curry, y'all should be reading this book. The inside story behind Wall Street's first black millionaire, Jeremiah Hamilton. All that next on News 1 Now TV 1.